Everybody, Shav Nobody's, more great new inventory to check out. Now, if you've been hanging out with us for a little bit, you might remember the 1966 Catalina that we picked up here a couple of months ago. Two-door hardtop, bought it from the family that owned the car since 1968. Been sitting in a shed since 1978. We picked it up. She shared some of her family's history with the car when we loaded it up that day. We rinsed it off, gave it a bath, got a good look at the car. Immediately after that, the next day, I got a call from another lady who her first car was a 66 Catalina. She loved 66 Catalina. She'd been looking for a 66 Catalina and finally had basically given up on finding one and bought a 67 Pontiac. This Grand Prix right here that I'm leaning against. She called me. She really wanted to do a 66. That 66 was a complete intact car. Be sure to go back and check those videos out as well. We worked out a deal. She just traded me her Grand Prix for the Catalina because that's what she really wanted to restore anyway. So she sent one of her friends out here. She brought me the Grand Prix. We loaded up the Catalina and it's ready to go in for a fresh restoration. Now, the Grand Prix that she sent out, we saw it on the Pontiac Swap video from the night when they showed up with the Grand Prix to load the Catalina. Now, we haven't taken time to show you the Grand Prix yet, so that's what we're going to do now. Here it is, 1967 Grand Prix hardtop. And since it is a 67, we do want to say hardtop, 67 being the only year that the Grand Prix was available in a convertible. But this is a hardtop, and believe it or not, for 67 Grand Prix, I actually have 4 of these cars in stock right now. 4 67 Grand Prix hardtops in stock for parts. Not a very common car to see, much less to have 4 of them on the ground right now. This car here, really complete car, and really a solid car with one exception. That being the roof. This car had a vinyl top on it years ago, and it's a little worse for the wear. We can see where it actually had some rust go through it. And that's where they were at on this car. They were getting ready to literally to cut the roof off of it. It was in the body shop. They were getting ready to cut the roof off and do a roof swap when she saw the video on the Catalina. So because of the roof issue, we actually have an extra roof that came with this car. They were planning a full build on this car. They had bought another 67 Grand Prix roof that is a good, clean, solid roof that they were going to replace this one with. So I've actually got that roof clip with the car. And the roof clip is nice. We can even look around the back window. The package tray is all good and solid in it. So that was the plan for this Grand Prix, was to clip this car with this roof to restore it. So where were they at that point? Well, we'll take a peek inside and you'll be able to get a little better idea where this thing is at. The car was in the body shop at that point. We look inside here and a lot of this has been taken apart because that's what they were getting ready to do. The seats obviously are loose. They were taking out all the trim, that box of trim, all the rear side panels, everything around the roof, the edge of the roof had all been removed, getting ready to do this roof swap when she found the video on the 66 Catalina. So that's when we worked out the deal. They piled all the parts back in the car, and here it is today. So, but anyway, while we're in here, we can look and see this car does still have the original bucket seats, console, floor shifter in it. Even has a couple of neat options. If we peek up under here, we've got a power antenna, and we've got a reverb. The reverb unit, pretty cool on these cars from the late 60s. Factory options with those switches, kind of neat pieces. We got the little GPs on the door panel. All kinds of GP all over these cars, designate them as a Grand Prix in 67. But overall, the car really doesn't look too bad, for its age, considering we had a roof issue on this thing. Really not in too terribly bad a shape at all. We'll kind of work our way on around since we're already heading around and then get back to the engine compartment. We can see this car does have a set of Buick Rally wheels on it that somebody had put on it at some point in its life. It's got the fender skirts. We can see back here around the back window where we had more rust issues with this roof. I'm sure that's why they cut it all the way back through the trunk panel to replace all of this on this particular car. We come around the back, obviously the distinctive Grand Prix only rear tail. Let's take a peek in the trunk while we're here. And this car looks really solid other than the roof. We look over here at the trunk floor. Just a really solid looking old body. Just the vinyl top got this thing. Move some of these other pieces. There's the air cleaner for it. Just overall this car looks really solid. Now, you wonder why. Well, we can look back here. We can see this car has an old Texas license plate on it. So apparently this car was from Texas, and based on the way the rest of this body looks, I can believe that. Just the vinyl top got it. We come around this side. Both sides of this car looks like it's had some quarter work. I don't know if it's had a rear quarter clip put on it or something, or some patches put in it. But overall, looks good. It's been painted a couple times the way it looks. It's got primer on it, because we can see a multitude of different colors on this car. But overall, everything seems to fit pretty well. And the trim is here. Even the Grand Prix, the windows, the original Grand Prix windows, both sides still has the GP on it. Rocker mold, these rocker emblems, all kinds of cool stuff. This car has factory cornering lights in it. And then of course back to the nose, this distinct Grand Prix nose, where you've got the park lights up here in these louvered pieces, the hideaway headlights, a lot of this stuff, you know, Grand Prix only specific grills and headlights. Even the front valance on this car, really straight. A few dings and dents, but these things have usually been bottomed out so many times that they're just smashed into nothing. We take a peek under the hood. Basic Pontiac V8 does not appear to be the correct one. It does not have 670 heads on it, so don't believe that this is the original 67 engine for it. But you know, we saw the radiator and fan shroud and all that stuff is already out of the car in the trunk. Air cleaners in the trunk. So the few pieces that we see missing here, with the exception of maybe the AC compressor, it's all here. That's the great part about it. So, like I said, other than the roof issue, not a terrible old car, really. Could it still be saved? Yeah, it absolutely could be. We've got the roof that it needs to repair it. Or, like I said, this old car's got a ton of good pieces on it, especially when you get to this Grand Prix stuff. These hideaway headlight pieces, you know, 1 year Grand Prix only stuff, these park lights, even the windows with the GP in them. So many distinct pieces about this car. So, like I said, it's kind of weird to have 4 67 Grand Prix in stock, but that's what I've got right now, so it's not necessarily a bad thing. If you've got questions about this Grand Prix, the other Grand Prix, or any of the other 1,500 cars and trucks we've got on the ground right now here at Nobody Else's Auto, give me a call, 620-786-4428. That number's on the page. Give me a quick shout. We can have a short conversation about your project, year, make, model, body style, the pieces you need. With this much inventory, I need all those details to know if I've got something here that might be able to help you out. Or if you're looking for a specific project, just need to know specifically what you're looking for. We've got a lot of options to choose from around here. So you like this video, you like old cars, you like old trucks, we got a few of them to look at. Be sure to check out the channel, Nobody Show. Click that subscribe button. Be sure to click that notifications button. We do some cool live stuff on here as well. So if you like these cars, trucks, memorabilia, gas and oil, toys, signs, be sure to check it out, because that's what we do here. It's all I know, so there really isn't anything else I can talk about. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I've had a ton of new inventory coming in. There is a ton of new videos coming up. So be sure to click that subscribe button so you stay up to date with them as this stuff comes in and hits the ground. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you soon on the next one.